There was more good than bad in this movie. It was a lot of fun, good lyrics with lots of metatextual references, and respected the source material. The wise men are a hoot and really pull the whole story together. That much said, it wasn't all good. In this telling, the Virgin Mary is a young Jewish girl compelled to get married because her father has no son, and that's what she has to do. She has dreams and aspirations of wanting to be a teacher and to travel, but marriage is going to ruin all of that. As a married homemaker, she'll just have to do what her husband says whether she likes it or not, and that means giving up all her hopes in favor of his. I have a number of problems with that portrayal of Mary, the Mother of God. For one thing, it's not traditional. Mary is not traditionally shown as a meek and mild girl that just accepts that her life is over. She is a fierce defender of the poor and helpless. In Roman Catholic hagiography, she is the most powerful and influential being that isn't divine. To show her as a girl that just rolls over and says, "Yes, Daddy," because he is her father says, so is not the Mary of Christian tradition. What's worse, it doesn't make sense for our society today. The Mary of tradition, regardless of how she does or does not conform to the historical reality, is almost the source of our modern understanding that women should have authority and autonomy. Instead of teaching our young girls to just roll over and take it when they families tell them their future is decided, I want my daughter to emulate the Mary from the Proto-Evangelium of James. She commands angels, faces down the temple priests, and makes a name for herself in everything she does. The movie also ends with Antipas helping the Holy Family escape Judea. That's definitely not a part of the story. It doesn't fit well with what we knew of the Herodian dynasty either, which was a shame, because Herod's portrayal was spot on. From an apologetic point of view, this movie presented a solution to a gospel difficulty that was both simple and consistent with our sources. Both Matthew and Luke go through a fair amount at the beginning of their stories, explaining how Jesus was born in Bethlehem, but is called the Nazarene. Challenging questions from skeptics almost write themselves. Why would Joseph return to his ancestral land of Bethlehem for a census? Why would he move to Nazareth after he comes back from Egypt? Various solutions have been offered by apologists, but I've only heard one that seems bulletproof to me. In a debate between Dr. Bart Ehrman and Jimmy Akin suggested that Joseph owned land in both Bethlehem and Nazareth. They would have been a family home that he had inherited from his parents and a homestead that he purchased in Nazareth to be closer to work that was being done in that area. It's a tidy theory that I haven't really put much thought into because I'm not that kind of an errantist. This movie uses that basic idea as a plot point though. Joseph and his family of origin are from Bethlehem. Mary and her family of origin are from Nazareth. Joseph is in line to inherit all of it. This movie doesn't present it as an explanation, and as much as it plays with the facts, it's hardly an apologetic piece. Still, I found it interesting to see this bit put in so casually. If you're highly pious, you may not enjoy this movie. There are moments with the Archangel Gabriel, Mary, Joseph, and the wise men that are impiously funny. I enjoyed them. Your mileage may vary. They did leave me wondering who this movie is for. It's not really for me. I don't like musicals. It's not for the highly pious. It makes the holiest heroes of the faith the butts of jokes. It's not for the impious. It mostly respects the source material. It's a fine movie for its audience. I'm just not sure who that is.